So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you 5 reasons why the Nigerian banks, quote and unquote, do not want you to trade crypto, or why generally banks don't like it when you are trading crypto. Cryptocurrency has been a debatable topic in Nigeria. Cryptocurrency has been around since 2009, with Bitcoin being the first cryptocurrency. And since then, there has been lots of regulations around the crypto space all over the world, and Nigeria is not an exception. Sometimes cryptocurrency is being seen as a tool that money launderers uses to launder money, or they use to finance illegal businesses or finance kidnapping or any sort of terrorism. That has been some notion that has been held about cryptocurrency in the past. However, the bone of the contention right here is that the creation of cryptocurrency was to create decentralized system of banking. It was meant to eliminate every sort of middleman that was in between transferring funds or changing money from one hand to the next. And guess what? The biggest middleman right here is the banks. Now, the first reason why banks do not want you to trade crypto is because they want to be in total control of your assets. You want to be in charge of the movement of funds from individual or transactions. And so, because of the fact that cryptocurrency brings sort of decentralization, peer-to-peer transaction, you can actually have a transaction between the next person without having to pay lots of fees that ordinarily the bank would collect. So removing the middleman became a thorn in the flesh of the banking sector. And that is one of the reasons why they don't want you to be trading crypto. Now, the second reason is more like the first one, which is the elimination of the middleman. Now, the middleman is the bank that collects fees whenever you make transactions in the traditional way. Now, these fees amount to so much great amount of money that is also the profit, the major profit of these banks. So because of these fees are being undermined or being avoided when you use a centralized system of trading, it poses a problem to the finances of the banks. And they don't want you to take the jobs, they don't want you to take their profits. Ordinarily before now, when you do transactions across borders, you pay high amount of fees. But right now with crypto, you can send funds or coins to someone in the US within few seconds, and you just pay a small amount of fee. So it eliminates all the bottlenecks of going to the bank, signing papers, filling documents, and so many other things that you need to do for you to send money across borders. So because of these fees have been eliminated, the banks obviously will not be happy because they want to also make money through those fees. Now, the third reason why they don't want you to trade crypto is because banks ordinarily are heavily regulated, whereas the crypto space is not as much as the banks are being regulated. Although right now we now have regulations these days to curtail some excesses in the crypto space. The truth of the matter is that the first time crypto was created, the essence of crypto creation was to eliminate every form of centralization. There were no central sources. You could send money to the next person peer to peer without any form of central control. But these days, it seems that that main reason for which crypto started has been undermined. Now you have central exchanges, and now you have some sort of regulations that are now coming into play. But it still makes the space even more safer for us to use. So the fact that cryptocurrency is not highly regulated like the banks makes them a bit nervous. It makes them uncertain about how movement of money goes on in the system. So for that reason, they tend to fight what they cannot control. And the fourth reason is simply because banks like stability and they like certainty. So anything that is uncertain can be likened to a liability, whereas if something is certain, you can classify it maybe as an asset. So for the fact that cryptocurrency is quite uncertain and not stable, so it kind of makes the banks uneasy and they do not want you to get involved with those kind of highly volatile markets. The fifth reason is banks actually want their own digital currency. In fact, if they had the opportunity, they would actually create their own digital currency that they can control, that they can own. So the problem actually is not fighting the technology, but the problem is having control over the technology. So they actually love the technology of how blockchain works, but the issue is other implications, how it affects them and their business and profits. Now, this simply explains the reason why the Central Bank of Nigeria actually created its own digital currency called e-naira. But what happened to that e-naira is a story for another day. However, in a turn of events, in December 2023, when the new administration came on board, they actually revisited the ban they placed on crypto. And right here, it says the notable development, the Central Bank of Nigeria reversed its stance on cryptocurrency transactions on December 22nd, 2023 by issuing the guidelines on operations of bank accounts for virtual assets service providers. So this decision marks the cessation of the SY ban on financial institutions facilitating crypto transactions in Nigeria and simultaneously introduces a comprehensive regulatory framework. So what does this mean to you right now? It means that with this current turn of events, you now have the freedom also to trade crypto or to own crypto assets. But however, there is still some level of regulation around it. Now, if we want to learn more about cryptocurrency, how to trade cryptocurrency, make sure to check around the videos of my channel because I have covered lots of videos on this same topic. And if you want me to mentor you personally on cryptocurrency trading, take you by the hand from start to finish, even if you're a beginner, you can also check out the link in my description to sign up for my one-on-one coaching. And I hope you're going to take advantage of what crypto offers in this present dispensation. I'll see you in my next video.